Oh shit, World of Warships is having a TMNT collaboration. Apparently Black Desert has the baddest bitches. Yeah, I just wanted to say that uh we we are the only thing we have left is a prologue. But let's go into the museum. Museum, yeah. Right? And it's like I don't really understand the prologue because there's places to hide, yeah, but it's like a short house. Where the fuck am I? What fucking museum is this? Don't really hear anything.
Did you know that you can collect hidden drawings throughout the game?
I
If you do, they will appear here in this room.
wait, really? Oh,
There might even be a reward if you can find them all.
oh. I think that's supposed to be the cradle. I think that's supposed to be the father, and then that's me. Like as you can see, he's like they either drawn as like the monster or them constantly slumped on the ground, just surrounded by bottles. If I collect everything, I get a reward.
Did you know that you can collect hidden drawings throughout the game? If you do, they will appear here in this room. There might even be a reward if you can find them all.
Oh. Humble beginnings. I can't read that, sorry. It hurts my eyes. I cannot read that. I could look at the pictures. I would love to read that, but there's no way I can zoom in. They skinned him! Oh! Look, she may be a bitch, but she a bad bitch. They skinned her. Olivia's like, Teddy, mother the child. I'm guessing this is how the monstrous form looks, of how the child perceives it. Oh, that's what it looks like? Like, I knew it had like a dark figure, but I was more imagining like with like a hat, you know? Like the coat with the hat, the empty eyes. Oh, did you zoom in? How very kind of you, Ash. Hydra, that's what it's called? You're not gonna make me as hydrated if you keep looking at me like that, I'll tell you what. I didn't know the design actually has clothing, which I think is stupid because the whole idea is to be from a child's point of view, right? So I would rather it was just like a dark figure. Because, like, what's cool about this, right, is you never see this. You see the outline, but it has so much effects around it that it blurs of, you don't want to, like, stand there and look at it. Heap. I didn't know they had names. Or are you just showing me, well, Oh, I was confused on like which page that was. The home. The playground. If they make a physical art book, I appreciate that, but like, there's too many pages. I don't want you to take a photo just to zoom in and like do all that work. I appreciate the thought, but like, you don't have to do that. If they make a physical collection of like, think about it, right? You know, some games have like physical stuff. What if they made like a physical art book with like a replica of Teddy? Yes, I know. It was just an idea. Because these are really good. Too bad, like, there's no zoom in features. Because usually when there is a zoom in feature, the art book is like a separate application. Yes, I think Overgrown and Into the Closet are the only ones where the entity actually starts chasing you. I appreciate the help, though. Assets. Key objects. See, like, I know those are textures, you know? Like, but I don't understand how textures work. So I worry about making my own games. I'm like, how the fuck do they actually, make the textures work? Yeah, I cannot see any of this shit. The people who worked on the game, thank you for your support. What a fat child.
Hey, and welcome to Teddy's Grand. The Museum of Among the Sleep. Go on, take a look around.
Because I guess it's the calm before the storm. Why the fuck am I so fast? I know that. I don't think the fucking total should be that fast. Oh, this floor, I don't think it's textured.
The prologue was added as a free DLC a couple of months after release of the
All
game.
right.
It was made in collaboration with some of our fans and
Oh.
made to elaborate a little bit on what went wrong with the parents'
Oh.
relationship. That the mother was not simply evil, but rather that relationships are tough, and neither of the parents handled it well.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so this section is specifically for.
Originally, the chase for the mom was a MacGuffin. You did not really find her, and the monsters used her to lure you further into the dreamlands. And we struggled for some time to make sense of this story, especially the playtesters were confused as the story ended without you seeing your mom again.
Oh, these are in the concept. Oh. What does all this steam-powered Copperfield steampunky nonsense relate to, you ask? Well, proceed to see the old ending of Among the Sleep. Old ending?
Now, here is something truly special. Want to see what the game almost was at some point? This is an old version of the story's conclusion, and it's been something we have not shown anybody except a few testers in the early days. You might say here, I got to have more fun than in the original ending. Come in and see.
Okay, you creepy bastard, what's in here? What's the original ending's conclusion? Oh, we're being moved somewhere. Wait, I'm not actually playing it, am I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is, let me let me check if the stream's actually hearing me. I had a video I wanted to like just listen to because I was a bitch. Big baby bitch. Because I was a bitch. Big baby bitch. Okay, so audio can hear me.
Hello?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
There we are. Much better.
Is that Pac-Man? No, that's the music box. Oh.
Extraordinary. Round and round and round. Jesus
Let
go.
me guess. In the original story, Teddy was basically your friend,
5 little
but also the
hands
monster you were running
scrapes
from,
the
not knowing that he was
floor.
right
A
next to you
slew
all
that
this time.
dreams of climbing trees, but never will. A hungry, starving hippo whose gummies are red, and her best friend seagull lying lifeless and dead. And now for the main ingredient. Thank you. You did very well. I will enjoy you very much.
Uh-oh. Honestly, I really like the idea that they kept, even though, the true form, right? The true form is that, right? They still kept the playful, joyous voice as if, like rather than having a voice pretending to be the teddy bear. That's just, it's a little bit more twisted, Yep. Ow, I'm fucking skedaddling. Oh, what the fuck? Get me the fuck out of here. This is this elevator is an example of sadly wasted time since we scrapped everything. It is designed to be fully functional steam-powered elevator, in theory at least. Oh. You know what? Hear me out, right? I would if they made like a what if, like Among the Sleep, a tale to be read, and it's just basically what I was originally planning to do, that'd be pretty fucking cool. These are concepts that showcase the mood and feel of what we wanted in the last chapter of Among the Sleep to look like. The core idea was brass and bronze pipes and tubes lit up by fires on rocky surfaces surrounded by completely pitch black darkness and void. There was also supposed to be a lot of machinery leading up to the ending where the child would end up in a cauldron deceived and tricked by the evil antagonist. Old sketches for layouts and structures of scrapped sixth chapter. Yeah, I'm not good with layouts and stuff. How can you make a design kind of basic but also memorable at the same time? Welcome to the world that bit the dust.
This is the reveal. This is where you see your mother for what she is, and the player gets to connect the various monsters and sights through the game. Ah, my favorite place. I felt we really connected here, you know? A bit of a breather between the various bad, nightmarish worlds we went to. Also, I was able to talk a lot here, as elsewhere the developers were concerned about keeping the tension up and didn't want me to say too many things. Also, I kinda get quiet when scared, so it's okay and all. But I liked best the times we had to catch up.
Yeah, this story wise, I love this game, right? It's underrated, but platinuming it is a fucking hassle. Although, even if they did make, like, again, the idea of what they were originally planning, I guess the what if section here would kind of spoil the plot twist. Which sucks, but I'm not mad or I don't blame them. I don't think we, I think, yeah, we didn't see these ones, I don't think. The core concept of the furnace monster, Hans, is similar to that of Heap. We wanted to create something terrifying out of an ordinary object. A child might see glowing eyes and a huge mouth on a front part of a wood furnace, so we exaggerated this bit and made the whole furnace become alive. I don't blame them. Oh shit. Because, like, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just try and see faces and things that don't have faces. Okay, I think, yeah, that's the one we saw. These are all the creatures that were designed very early in production. There wasn't a sudden decision to cut these from the game. They all naturally phased out as we gradually shifted the game's genre from an adventure game with horror elements into what the game is today, which is kind of which is kind of the exact opposite. What worlds do these rejected creatures inhabit? Oh, just a little baba. Oh, that took me by surprise. I can, yeah, just a little baba. Oh, little babas. I tried doing the idea of like, oh, try and draw a skeleton and then draw over it to see how the body posture and shit is. I could not. Sleep. Teddy gun. What the fuck? One idea for Teddy was that he could equip items that granted him abilities. Some of those were a dragon mask that made him breathe fire, a sword that he could fight with, a mage's hat gave him spells, and a wristband great strength. The mother was one of the first characters that we designed. Her 3D model was remade and tweaked a few times, but overall she remained very similar throughout the entire production. The blueprint and model render is how she looked when it was still a school project. The goal of her design was always to find the look of a loving kindness and care for her. Despite her personality transformation and neglect, she never stopped loving her child. Huh, I completely misunderstood that. I sort I really yeah, I misunderstood it because my I thought that she played up her love for her son because she was spiteful at the father. Harold. Codename Harold is the first monster we created for the game. This was way back when the overall direction was skewed towards a more adventure game, as seen in the very first concept drawing made for the project. Harold was intended to be a physical monster in the first chapter. This worked well as a proof of concept in the demo we made, but during production we realized that it really takes time to build suspense, which is crucial in making monsters feel appropriate and impactful. This is Heap, the coat monster found in the fourth chapter. The whole idea the whole idea of the chapter is how scary ordinary objects can be in certain situations when you don't see them clearly. We think everyone can relate to having seen a silhouette of something in a dark room, gradually becoming more and more terrified as our imagination does its magic. We applied this directly to the monster when designing it, and decided to use a coat as it is very much resembles the shape of a person or humanoid creature. Okay. Yeah. Do you know there's an actual reason for that? Is that the reason we see shapes and stuff in the dark, right, and think it's a person is because our brain doesn't recognize that it's a pile of clothes, right? So it's trying to reconstruct what it thinks it is and what's more familiar, and that usually would be humanoid, right? And that tends to be more fucked up than it actually is. Hydra is the swamp monster found in the third chapter of the game. We wanted to build a creature around the themes of what might be hiding in the forest lakes, which is very related to the eerie folklore and children's stories we were told growing up. This also allowed us to touch on the themes of alcohol without being too obvious about it. We did this indirect ways, like the painting of the woman drinking from the well and turning into a monster, giving it a lot of gurgling and wet breathing sounds. Huh, I did not catch that. I'm just saying. Now, this one is an old relic. The story, and particularly how the game ended, was different in the early days of production. Back then, Teddy was the antagonist of the game. The story was that the broken family situation made the child vulnerable, and an evil entity, a monster disguised as a friendly teddy bear, took advantage of this by tricking the child into dangerous adventures far away from home. During production, we realized that we had the choice to either make a typical and predictable horror story or to focus all of the attention on the family situation. Serious topics like these aren't much talked about in video games, and we felt compelled to make a creative game around this as we saw the potential to make a much more meaningful story. We scrapped this idea along with the whole chapter and did huge reworks to many parts of the game to make it all come together more neatly. Oh, yeah, that's more horrifying. Bro, this is what I'm. Hear me out, right? Tell me this isn't what a realistic Haunter from Pokemon would look like. That is sick. I just imagine, right, in the Teddy voice and the demonic voice, is like, what's wrong, Eric? There's nothing to be afraid of. Designing Teddy was a key moment of narrowing down the style, having a very demonic, what? Detrim, det, democratic process to begin with. We all voted for the Teddy we liked best and ended up with a look that was fairly close to the current one. We wanted Teddy to feel like a cozy, warm, and friendly companion, almost grandfather-like, while hinting at the fact that this was the father's beloved Teddy that he had to keep patching up, taking care of from his. Oh, interesting.
Oh, there you have me, or old me, as now I'm just a floaty version in your memory, of course. Also, here are all the characters in Among the Sleep, old and new. Some are not used, and some are hard to see because of the various tricks and lighting we did to obfuscate them.
What the fuck was that? I'll probably going to say, oh, this is kind of giving a Little Nightmares vibe, but I'm like, oh, that'd be really rude to compare it. I'm sorry. Why is it so long? More paint overs of screenshots to figure out how we wanted the visuals to end up. These are made after implementing simple white box geometry to the level.
For each world the player goes through, the environment illustrates more and more the jumbling together of memories, and this place is a direct illustration of that mess. Most prominently, it's framed by the memory the child has from trying to hide in closets or any nook it can find. The monster in this place represents the mother when she is angry. It comes out when the kid is making a mess.
Most things in the game has changed a lot from the beginning of development, but one idea that persisted from when we started planning this chapter was a hallway with flickering lights where a coat could appear and reappear in the distance. Here it's seen in early concepts and two blockout phases and final. At one point during the development, there was a plan to have a boss battle with Heap, the code monster found in this chapter. The child was supposed to be trapped in a room with it and had to remain hidden while solving puzzles to be able to escape. Why is that there? For what purpose am I over here?
This is the forested home. It's a crumbling home that's slowly rotting away into the water and trees. The house here is a symbol of the family and home falling apart. The bloated creature inhabiting it is how the kid sees his mother when she's drinking and full of sorrow.
To begin with, this world was supposed to change form as a result of the puzzles being solved. It would go from a house being just slightly overgrown in place to be completely overgrown and rotted away. There was a bunch of narrative and gameplay reasons for abandoning this idea, but equally important was the fact that it would require us to build two fully separate environments, easily doable easily doubling the workload, so we settled on a static mix of these states instead. This stump, uh, this stump tunnel was unwrapped in ZBrush. Never again. Let's say we're happy a lot of the game is dark. What the fuck does that mean? These are some of the first concepts trying out the idea of a transformation in the environment. The map showing before and after. Oh, does this one change? Oh, so it looks like that, and then looks like that. Oh, and it would change. The bottom, how it looks like how it would start out, with the top being later, more rotten. Concept showing both mood and the idea of the forest consuming the house. Ooh. Some assets and model design paired with early screenshot paintovers. These images are concept sketches from the painting room, the central hub where you place the puzzle pieces that you find throughout the third chapter. Initially, the idea was to use a golden egg or other artifact to get through the magical door. The players first had to solve a puzzle that would transform the environment and the whole area from the house to the forest so that they could get a hold of the egg that was previously too high for the child to reach. A further iteration of the painting room where solving the puzzle was leading to a chandelier falling and breaking the floor, opening a huge chasm, leading to the players being able to obtain the golden egg. During creating this, we took a few steps back and saw that this whole sequence wasn't based on a child's experiences and was feeling more like a generic puzzle for an adventure game. Therefore, this idea also ended up being in the bin. When the scene is white box and the general layout is set, we do rough black and white sketches paint over to articulate the areas in a bit more detail, since the mood, style, and assets are more or less defined by earlier concepts. We don't need to spend time coloring. From here, we usually iterate within the scene and only draw examples when we need to. So I keep looking at these, and my brain's just thinking of ad infinitum because I've recently been playing that. I think I saw something about it. Oh, that's the model for the night. Another take on the puzzle was to untangle an armor from the roots blocking the door. Ooh. These are examples of another technique that we use quite often. We take screenshots of the environment and our concept artists draw details and effects like lighting on top of them. This is a cheap way to find out how we want the visuals to end up before starting the process assets. Early sketches of different idea layouts, environments, details, and lightings. If I ever make games, you guys probably wouldn't get a museum thing because I cannot do layouts like this. I cannot do fucking layouts like this. I always forget it's my perfectionism being a bitch. And then I look at shit like this, right? And it's like, okay, it doesn't need to be Picasso the first fucking stroke. And then I forget about always agreeing on that. And then I'm like, man, In an earlier iteration, sorry, in an earlier iteration of the chapter, we had a huge tree that the players would have to climb in order to get the memory of the castle. Instead of climbing the tower, the tree was hollow and was covered with drawings on the inside walls. And the gameplay idea was that you had to create a stairway by opening drawers while climbing them. This is an example of a situation where an idea seems really cool until you make it and try it out. It turned out to be way too cumbersome and frustrating, so we scrapped it. We still really love the idea, though. Yeah, I can see that. I can understand. Like, I tried the same shit when, like, tried to backtrack some shit. It doesn't always work.
The playground. There's something walking around here, but you never see it. The passive threat keeps you on your toes, and at the same time creates the illusion that you might be safe for the rest of the game.
Oh, you're such a fucking cunt for that. I'm sorry, Teddy, but that's a dick move. What's up, Papa? The cave chapter has been through a ton of iterations since the start of the project. One thing has remained the same is that there would be a castle to ascend in order to get to the end, and that there would be a musical rainbow colored bridge. The shape and look of the castle itself has changed several times as we had many different plans for the overall gameplay, and it morphed along with these changes. We scrapped wait, what? An early idea for this chapter was that it would feel like a surreal in-between world where you could see other dimensions through openings in the walls, and bits of them would seep in. We scrapped that idea and focused more on the rather lonely and creepy elements of playgrounds, wanting to communicate that the kid had traumatizing memories of being left alone in a playground and subject to the terror of older kids. The bread was supposed to leave the player at the beginning of the playground. Another old concept piece from the year we prototyped the game back in school. This one was the living room shows both the moonlight mood and the general interior style of the house. We drew these types of concepts before making the house in 3D in order to get a sense of what we wanted the house to look like, making the modeling process faster. One of our initial concept images. We think it communicates the premise of the game really well. Not in your face scary or threatening, but the eerie atmosphere created by combining innocent children themes and the unsettling dark.
Oh, you're home. The team wanted to start with introducing the character of the mother, as well as the mechanics of the game. Starting with the kid's birthday was a way to both introduce Teddy in the form of a gift and showing how old the kid is. When night falls over the home is when you really start seeing the ways in which the child perceives reality while scared. A large part of the game is based on how children see and interpret what's happening around them.
These are screenshots taken from the old house, back when the project was our bachelor thesis in school. The idea behind the layout was pretty much similar, but had a few deviations from the current one. We wanted to approach the prologue chapter differently than the rest of the game by making environments open instead of a linear path. The players are free to explore the house in order and pace they choose themselves. Okay, yeah, that.
The prologue was added as a free DLC a couple of months after release of the game. It was made in collaboration with some of our fans and made to elaborate a little bit on what went wrong with the parents' relationship. That the mother was not simply evil, but rather that relationships are tough and neither of the parents handled it well.
Under the forest waited an underworld of tunnels made by giant worms, created giant holes of crystals guarded by rocks. A world that was cut before we did anything more than concepts on a rough white box blockout was the life-size dollhouse with a myriad of creepy dolls stalking you in the dark. Our first environments reflected more of an adventure or a quest exploring an ominous and threatening world, yet more whimsical. Behind the house was a forest. The forest led to a meadow. The meadow into a thorny jungle with odd one-eyed monkey-looking things out to get you if you didn't stay in the light of the luminescent mushrooms. Running at that speed, I'm surprised I didn't trip fucking sooner. That is fucking crazy. I I have no idea what these people are thinking. Like, this person goes, "Oh, here's my paranormal activity," and everyone in the comments is, "You and your mother should kill yourselves because that didn't happen. You're just lying on the internet, and honestly, you should be ashamed and kill yourself." Like, they're sharing their paranormal experiences, and you can't just say, I don't think that happened. It's just, you should take your own life because you're lying. What the fuck? It's like, honestly, or better yet, you and your mother should be sedated and put into a mental hospital because that didn't happen. You're seeing shit. End yourself. What the fuck is wrong with people? It's like saying, "Oh yeah, the one time, like I had one paranormal, one paranormal thing of experience myself." It's best so response: "Cut off your dick and die." That didn't happen. You were seeing shit. Cut it off and die. Like, what fucking reaction is that? Why are you so aggressive towards what I believe I saw? cheese. Yeah, I'm good. Ah, the bell tolls in the cathedral. Ah. What? What did I do this time, huh? Yeah, it's, oh, okay, that's much, much better. So, recently, I've been having issues with the water bottle situation, where when I put it in the fridge, it has a strong taste of black licorice, right? And I left this on my bedside, right, for a whole day. Of course, closed, right? Of course, it's closed, but it's way weaker, right? The taste is like lightly there, but it's not overpowering. And we figured out, yeah, it's something in the fridge that's, because putting new water in through you buy water in a bottle, right? And then you pour it in. That tastes fine. Put it in the fridge. So like, yeah, so it's like a mixture, right? And it's not as overpowering, which is good. What sucks is there's going to be 10 different pictures in the prologue. Oh, the bell tolls for the cathedral. Yeah, I don't know why Ash fucking hates me when I do that. Because basically, they're like, are you gonna stream yet? And I'm like, ah, the bell tolls for the cathedral. Ah, I must away. And it's the funniest thing. And they're like, Gizzy, I'm not forcing you to stream. You want to be productive and you want help. I'm just saying. They say, I don't hate, I just want you to be productive. She's like, ah, the bell tolls for the cathedral. Ah, the master beckons. I must away. And they do not like it one bit. They're like, Gizzy, I just want you to be productive. The bell, the crypt, the cathedral. Uh, See, I was roaming around when I played the prologue, right? I was roaming around, minding my own business, and the fucking bitch grabbed me and slammed me into the ground and then fucked off. I'm like, where did, where did she come from? Yeah, so I'll partially have headphones in, but I'll be muted listening to my own thing because I'm a baby bitch. Because it's like, there's barely anywhere to hide, or when you hear, the fucking music ramp up, it's like, I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do.
safe. Safe. Thank you. Monsters don't like Cappy. The others? Hiding? Oh, scared. Please, help them. Thank you?
What are you doing here? Fuck off. I did not. If you're gonna be a dick, at least fucking join Henry's party. Exactly my fucking point. It means fuck off. I don't know. I asked Henry. He said he would get back to me, and I don't know. That was Ash, yes. It's like, oh yeah, we should play fucking Rec Room as a send off. It's a good theory in theory, but half of the time you play as a pedophilic grandpa trying to touch other people, and I'm like, I don't want to be associated with you at all. No, don't fucking lie to me. I'm glad he's making friends. Then he can fuck off and do whatever. Don't really. With people running around the room spamming the N word. You can't just say, oh, that still happened. You just gotta ignore it. I think we're good. Basically, you had an army of Klansmen fighting off pedophiles on Rec Room. That's what you're telling me. Yeah, the white knight costumes, uh-huh. Check out my dad's 1960s ghost costume. I I cannot fucking hear myself over the fucking wind turbine through your fucking mic. I was probably aware. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes, balance has been restored. You probably. Are you excited for Alien Fireteam Elite 2? I mean, you don't have to play it, you know. That's entirely fucking up to you whether you play it. I watched a short saying the new Lego Batman game has better combat than the fucking James Bond game. My brother saw you 100% the game like a day after the Lego Batman came out and said like called you a loser. I was like, what a weirdo! He's 100%. The game hasn't even come out yet. Part of me wants to go back and platinum Arkham, but all I have left is those fucking challenges, like the battle challenges, and that's gonna give me a fucking arthritis and a headache. Uh huh. I'm laying among the sleep. Sure. Because there's no point in fucking arguing and bickering with you. Show 'em the sheep. That's what I'm playing. Yeah, show 'em the sheep. Wow, you found that real funny, didn't you? Seems about right. Just seems like you'll judge your character. That's probably a divorce, whatever the fuck. Yeah, no wonder she's fucking crying about it.
Happy, please. More happy. Cold. Happy, please. More happy.
Disgusting. Don't care. Oh yeah? Let's see what my other spooky worldly friends have to say about that.
Thank you.
I know that bitch is out there somewhere. Are those trees? That is a skateboarding beaver. Maybe. No! Don't touch me! Sorry. That bitch is camping. They're just standing there. You know what vibe they're kind of giving off? You know Queen Vanessa from A Hat in Time? That's the fucking vibe they're giving off. Like, look at this bitch. They're literally in the doorway. Yes. I did not see that. You know what I did see? Someone drew fan out of Mudang, but if Mudang was an ankylosaurus. Yeah, the bitch in the doorway. Usually they're wandering around, but and then they dissipate. But there's a bitch moving. At some point, I think what's putting me off is the Arkham style combat, not because it's bad, but simply because I'm tired of like, oh, I finally got past the part I'm stuck on in Arkham Knight, only for to go over the bridge and have another fucking tank battle that'll kill me in 2 shots. No, I'm just saying that, like, in Arkham Knight, I finally got part that I'm stuck on, pass through, and I was like, cross the bridge, and I was like, oh yeah, defeat these 4 tanks that can kill you in 2 shots. Should I run for it? I don't know. Huh? I think this is bugged a bit, which could do well in my favor, since I got all 4 toys that I need. I don't know, cool for you, I guess. I mean, damn it. What? So I think I have four. Four of the drawings out of 10. I honestly can't tell that you or the fucking main character. The character just go. Yeah, you're awfully stupid. Well, no, but yeah. What? Let me just platinum this game in peace, please. Yes. It's a bit of both. I can't even see what the fuck that's supposed to be. Okay, I got 5 out of 10. Really? Not necessarily. For what purpose was there to come up here? To commit quickly? Mm-hmm. Just not surprising, that's all. No, because you always say that, so. Yes, you always say that. Yeah, that's just my brother's squeaky chair. Probably. Okay, I think that's 6 out of 10. We like to party. We like to party. We dun 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 dun. So now I have to try and go outside to grab my fucking plushie. Oh, now they're blocking shit off.
Hey, brother.
Yeah?
Do you know what I discovered some games were doing? You know how you asked me that, how do games, if games are being live service updated, how do they add more achievements? You asked me that, right? I found out that some games, like Rivals, I'm pretty sure Overwatch, they have an in-game achievement system, so they can add achievements into their system later without necessarily adding them to the Steam achievements.
Because I know there's technically like, I know there's technically like, rivals have like in-game achievements, like with like new characters, but they're not really achievements.
Yes, they don't get added to the PlayStation achievements, just in-game.
Well, that's more like what I was referring to. Like, if they wanted to add more achievements, how do they add to, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. They wouldn't. They just had it like that. So
Yeah, but like, but what about games that are single player and that aren't like live service?
those games would probably add just more achievements to the whole thing. I think.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, how do they do that? And you're like, I
No, never mind that. No. I will take mine.
Steve might have deserved it. Oh, and he was stupid enough to leave the door outside. Oh, I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, I can't see shit. Is this what a blizzard is like? Fucking hell. Call this a blizzard, no harassment. Weird. Oh. Oh. What are you doing out here? The the princess fell in love with the ogre. Yes. Yes. In memory of Jory Prim. Prume. Jory Prume. Friends, you know who you are. So, like, as the movie starts, someone's gonna come up to the front of the cinema and goes, I've played these games before. I'm more worried that people purposely watch the leaks online and then spoil it. Yeah, it seems like the parents had an argument, the father was abusive, the mother started drinking. So I only found 6 of the drawings. Shut the fuck up. Ah yes, thanks to backers Beerlands and Beard's Aunt Punk. Catlin Ghostblade 4802. Catherine Fishy Fuller. Chris Grievous 544 Gunderson. Christian Scholarman. Christopher Dark Wolf 9 Musico. Connor Kerning, Connor Lunch. Cedric Polo Martin. Daniel Dream Traveler 6.13. Darren Bring the Thunder Tang. Dinsdale P13. Drewman 1990. Drake Stillman and Drakey. I had to replay that because I didn't get all the pictures. Evil 33T. Frozen Water Fox. Genya and Kitten of Doom. Glenn Hempstock. Granule 7. Gulami Braga and Gulami Dispose. Hayden Gingerbread Fetus Matthews. Hush 404. Inner Spoken. Isaac Will It Work Dansicker. Jacob Straw Barbershop Von Turbel. Jason the 13th Grub. Jason Pixelated Snively. Jeff the Body Gills. Jeffrey Red 40 Cabin. Jesse Running Riot Zimmerman. Joan Stoffel Ingraveback. John Michaels Guerrero. John Slim Thug Lorenzen. Jonathan Chessboardman Barrett. Joshua likes to touch Carmen's butt curtsy. I don't know. Kane Bigman McDough. Carsten Solid K Guy Peterson. Liam Monster Truck Thomas. Lauren Lang Control Alt Destroy. Me reading the Bible. Sorry, I completely forgot that I'm currently talking to myself right now. Matthew Mad Dogs Barker. Back in the closet, please. Nicholas Nick Warris Roy. Nicholas Nick Warris Roy. Peter War Solitaire Day. Pigeon of Doom. Red Arrow 404. Richard Pix Pickle. Rob Katzman Welch. Robotic 007. Rude Panzer Dragoon Heydrich. Man, the credits keep going. Oh yeah, these are the credits. Because there's really interesting names. Septum Sin. Shy Coconut VR. Socks 192. Stone Warren Raven Studios. T-Dog. Taco. The man formerly known as Addison Watson, aka Papa Train. Tygo the Wolf Pomalia Lobo. Tom Zombie Tom Clark. That said Tony Lou. I thought that said Tony Jew. Sorry. That's completely on me. I apologize. Tyler Shark Haina. Vibjorn Gabba Gamer Cosvic. XX7023XX. Ovid the Butcher Nygaard. Okay, chill out, Frieza. I only got 6 out of the 10 drawings and we have to start again. You ready, Ash? No, I'm trying to platinum this fucking game. I fucking told people this. They never listen. Because they always ask the same shit you're asking. I got 6 out of 10 pages. We gotta go again. No! Where's the fun in that? You are boring as fuck. Okay, we gotta take a 10-minute break. No. No. It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree cancer? And he's being rude. He wants to play Rec Room as a final send-off, being a creepy grandpa. Oh. Huh? No. Dr. Zomboss. My favorite fucking clips is like when people play the Roblox Squid Games and take it too seriously, and you hear like it's just a clip of the dude trying to focus with the fucking cookie, right? And they're fucking crying, literally crying. They're please, no, please. The fucking bloody pleading. Ah, okay. Ash says they don't want to play Rec Room. No, we're talking about Squid Games. Like it's a thing where like they're doing like the cookie symbol, but people are playing it in Roblox, and they take it. It's like it's never the person. The audio, the clip is never the person dying, right? Like the person playing is trying to lock in, right? But you see, you can hear it's like, why does it have to be this one? Oh, please, please, give me another chance, please! And you just hear the gunshots from the distance gunning down the fucking person who failed to do the challenge. Yeah, what did he say that? We have to dig together as a Ku Klux Klan. What does that mean?
Cold. So cold. Safe. Safe. Thank you. Monster don't like happy. Please. More warm. More happy. The others? Hiding? Oh, scared. Please, help them.
It's too much.
With the thanks to with the thanks to help from Ash, I mean with the help, you get what I mean, right? With the help, no, yeah, with the thanks to, that doesn't seem right. Basically, I'm saying Ash once again has helped me platinum a game, and I'm giving my final thoughts of, honestly, I don't really understand because the silhouettes don't really last long. So from what I'm understanding in the prelude or whatever the fuck this is they originally had problems in the relationship. Then the father got laid his hands on his wife, which caused her to start drinking, and that caused the abuse and neglect from your player's point of view. But it doesn't really make it as clear as the base game does. Because again, in the base game, I saw it as the mother only has custody of you because it's out of spite for the father, right? Because all her happiness with you basically feels like too hyped up. It doesn't feel real, right? And it would make sense that she's keeping you away from your father simply to hurt him. But again, museum, in the museum, they're saying that they wanted to portray that they both were terrible people that couldn't handle like a marriage or something like that. Where it's like I don't feel that's not what I got from it. It felt like the mother only has you to hurt the father, and all her happiness with you is a facade. Does that make sense? When the fuck did you get back? No, I had the headset around my neck, but you were still loud as fuck. And you just kind of stopped talking. Very peaceful. not Connor, says in an Indian accent that he thinks the mother and father were having a fight club in the bed, and then the child saw them, and then the father beat the mother to show dominance in the fight club. Does that make sense to you? Fucking big ass fucking like company water bottles. You know the one with the fucking foam cups? You're fucking jugging that shit. Yeah, I heard you. He beat the wife. Kids' memories. This is from the kid's memory that the kid is dead. Because he did not win Fight Club. The father put the kid in a blender. He says in an African accent. So technically, yeah, because I got 100% in this, but there isn't really a platinum specifically for this achievement. But it's basically the same thing.